Hey, welcome back to Dang Retro, and today I have a huge pickups video for you guys. Now before we get into the collection here, why don't you drop a comment and let me know your favorite game that you got during the holiday season or just recently picked up. I love reading your guys' comments. That's half the reason I make these videos. The other half is just none of my friends want to keep hearing me ramble about games, so I just post it online. So go ahead and comment and let me know some of your recent pickups that you got. Now on with the video. So with 2025 coming to a close and we have Christmas and I have a birthday around then, I got a ton of new games that I need to show you guys. Now almost all of these were a gift, so that makes it even better. I didn't have to pay for a single thing, but thank you to everybody who did pay for them, obviously. Now first thing on the list is Wild Arms for the original PlayStation. I don't know too much about this game other than it's published by Sony. It has really nice sprite work, and the battles are like in a 3D environment. So I'm super excited to dive into this. I know it gets crazy good reviews. It's always on like the top list of RPGs, and it's one of the few RPGs that I don't have for the PS1. It comes in a double jewel case, but it is only one disc. I don't know why some games did that. I guess they just wanted to have a bigger package. You know, who doesn't want a bigger package? I'm sorry, okay. Next game we have. So I'm gonna get into the PS2 games right now. We are going with another Sony published game, that is Kinetica. Now this is made by Santa Monica Studios, the God of War people. So after they made this, they made God of War and they never looked back. I think it'd be super interesting to see what they could do nowadays if it wasn't a God of War game. But I have a feeling they're going to be making God of War for at least a little bit longer. And then maybe we'll get like a small spin-off game, kind of like Insomniac does the Marvel stuff, and then they do a Ratchet and Clank every like 10 years or whatever. The main reason I wanted it is because it is a Santa Monica Studio game that's not God of War. And it's like an arcadey racing and just looks super cool. Looks like super high speed. Kind of gives me like Wipeout or F-Zero kind of vibes. Arcade racing, you can never go wrong with that. Burnout is one of my favorite series of all time. I wish we could get another, but I like going fast. What can I say, you know? Next on the list is a very goofy game, another PS2 game, that is Stretch Panic. And there's some pretty silly gameplay in here. That's kind of the appeal, featuring Stretchticity technology. So I think this is the first game to introduce Stretchticity technology. I don't know if any games have really added to that. For the first time ever, players can stretch and deform everything in the video game environment. I don't know if many developers capitalized on Stretchticity technology, if that really blew up in the industry, but Stretch Panic is known for being one of the best of that Stretchticity genre. Any game made by Treasure, it's pretty much a must-have. I mean, Gunstar Heroes is a classic. I think they worked on Silhouette Mirage for PlayStation 1. That's a really great game as well. But yeah, Stretch Panic. This next one I got from a friend, and I was not expecting this for two reasons. One, I have no idea what this game is. And two, it is a sealed PS2 game. You can see that here. It is still sealed. Technic Beat. It is a rhythm game. It looks pretty interesting, where most rhythm games, you're not moving at all. You're just pressing the buttons on the prompt. This one, it looks like you're moving to the platform or the middle of a circle, and then you have to press it on beat. I don't know if it's going to be like super challenging, but I am interested. I love rhythm games. It's one of my favorite genres of all time. This says it includes over 30 classic Namco songs from Pac-Mania, Dig Dug, Galaxian 3, and more. I feel really bad about opening a sealed game, but you do what you gotta do, you know? I mean, games were meant to be played and seals were meant to be broken, right? This next one here is also a PS2 game. It is an RPG. It is a sequel to one of my favorite RPGs of all time, Valkyrie Profile 2. If you haven't played the original Valkyrie Profile, it is some of the best sprite work I've seen. It's a very, very intense dungeon crawling game, I guess you could say. Everything is kind of time based, and you have a certain amount of days to level up your characters, and then you fight in the Holy War to end all wars or something like that. But the battle mechanics are really cool. You have 4 party members, and every party member is assigned to a different face button, so you can attack like back to back to back to back. You don't have to wait for your turn, and then they have to recharge their attack points in order to go again. But it is the first one's very good. I don't know too much about this one, but I mean, it's probably not as good as the original PlayStation game is, but how could I go wrong? You know, it's a JRPG on PS2. The back, it just has amazing looking cinematics. It's just a really interesting universe that it's a shame they don't make these anymore. I know there was kind of a new spin-off recently, but I didn't hear too many good things about it. This one gets pretty good reviews overall. I'm excited to play this as well.
Satisfied?
Will he be coming along with us from now on?
If I don't toughen his spirit, he won't be able to exist apart from me.
Okay, now if you've been watching the channel, I have mentioned a few times I'm trying to beef up my PS3 collection. It's not too bad right now. We got 2 cubes full and kind of running out of room there, so some games hidden behind there actually. But my main focus for PS3 is getting games that weren't ported to other consoles, like weren't ported to the PS4 or PS5. So one of those games is Asura's Wrath. This game is just freaking crazy. Like, you're battling gods. It's like non-stop hack and slash action. I cannot wait to experience all the glory of that PS3 bloom, all the Unreal Engine 3 blown out colors, blown out highlights. I'm just so excited to maybe get 20 frames on this bad boy. It has been on my list for a while. Just trying to find it at a good price, and luckily my friend got it for me for my birthday or Christmas. I can't remember. It's one of the must-haves for any PS3 collector, I would say. You have this, and then you have like 3D.Game Heroes, the Best of PSN Network, or Best of PSN Volume 1, whatever. But yeah, this is up there with the greats. Okay, now we are moving to more modern hardware. Oh, it's so heavy. No, it's just an empty box. I have the PlayStation VR 2, the VR headset for the PS5. This is just the box, that's why it is so light. It's actually below my desk right here. So I have the bundle that comes with Horizon Call of the Mountain. This game is crazy looking. I get a little dizzy and nauseous. I don't have my VR legs just yet, so I can really only play for an hour at a time max. If I go a lot further than that, especially with a lot of movement, or sometimes the climbing can throw me off, then that's when I start to get those problems. Ironically enough, I play better when I'm seated. I tried standing and then walking around in the environment, and I immediately got like, it felt like I was falling. It felt like my legs were being swept under me. So I play seated mostly, which kind of breaks immersion a little bit, but we're gonna get ourselves up to that level of like seamless, you know, I can turn without using the snap turning, no vignetting. We're gonna get there. But this is graphically, it is an amazing game, really nice headset. I have the Quest 2, and it kind of just wasn't what I was looking for, in VR at least. It's more of like a mobile platform, it felt like, that they were just putting in VR. And PSVR 2, it's like real games, you know? I played Horizon, and I played Pools. That game's really creepy. It was just like, it was very immersive. You're just like in this liminal space. You hear the water dripping. There's no monsters lurking around the corner, but you feel like there is, and it is just very makes you a little uneasy in the best ways. But yeah, VR2, super excited. It really is. I don't want to say underrated, because VR is still. It has its problems. There is setup involved. You have to put on a headset. You have to charge your controllers. You know, you have to do all that stuff. But I think it's really cool, and it is a shame that there aren't more first-party Sony VR games. But I think third-party, similar to like the Vita was carried by third-party, I think the VR2 is in a similar spot at the moment, at least. I do want to try to get a lot of VR2 physical games. I feel like that's a pretty niche market. I don't know if the prices are going to skyrocket on those in a few years, but they're going to get more rare at least. I think they're probably in low demand, but I want to get a good collection of some VR2 physical games. So speaking of that, I got this game, Rez Infinite, for PS4. Now this is the PSVR 1 version, the PS4 version, which just the PS4 version does not work with the PS5 VR, but I believe there's a free upgrade to the PS5 version, which would give me access to the VR version. I believe it's the guy that does the music for Tetris Effect and Luminous Arise. Luminous Arise is a crazy VR game also. If you have VR, even if you don't have VR, you should play Luminous Arise. Hearing the music and just kind of getting swept away, it's a really cool experience, and playing in VR elevates that even more. So I'm expecting the similar kind of vibes for Rez Infinite. The other game that I can do in VR, I don't know if I should play it in VR for the first time, but it does have a VR mode. Resident Evil Village, the gold edition, so it comes with all the extra goodies. Can I admit something? Is this a safe space? I've never fully played a Resident Evil game. I've dabbled. I've played Parasite Eve, which is like you could argue a Resident Evil copycat sometimes. But I've never played a full Resident Evil game. I'm going to start with either this one or Resident Evil 4. I'm excited to play this. The VR one is going to be so scary. It's going to be so scary. I get scared very easily. I'll probably play it without the VR first and then go back and play some VR stuff. I think that would be a better way to fully experience it. But I hear that Capcom does an amazing job making these VR versions where it doesn't feel like they just flip the switch and it's like, oh, it's VR mode. It actually feels like they cared about developing the VR version, and that's pretty cool to see. That's actually pretty rare to see nowadays. VR hype has kind of died down a lot, but with the Steam Frame coming out soon, maybe it'll kick back up there for a little bit for these third parties. Let's switch to Switch. This is a game that I just found out about towards the end of last year. It's called Moon. It is an RPG from the 90s. It was a Japanese exclusive PlayStation game. And then it was brought over to Switch in 2023, I believe. Everyone knows the game Undertale. This is like the original Undertale. And Undertale was heavily inspired by this, with the sort of combat where you can just talk, you don't have to fight. And this is a limited run release, but it's still easily obtainable, not that expensive, from Onion Games. And they just released Stray Children, this follow-up to this game. But I don't think it's a sequel, but similar kind of Undertale clone, or it's not a clone because it came first, but you know what I mean. Undertale genre, an Undertale-like. Yeah, this is a really cool game. You're playing as essentially an NPC to another RPG. So like you see this knight going around destroying everything, and you're just walking around as this ghost, and everyone's like, what the heck? Why is this thing destroying everything? Like, somebody's got to like clean up after this, and that was a whole mess. It's a pretty cool take on the classic JRPG genre, like the hero's journey. This is kind of like the NPC's journey, if you will. Oh, and it also came with a full manual. With like controls and tips and how mechanics. It's cool. You don't see that much anymore. Very good game. Highly recommend. Sticking with the Switch, my girlfriend got me Stardew Valley so we can do a co-op farm together. I have it on PS4 or 5, I can't remember. Digitally, it was given away a couple months ago for PS Plus, but there's no crossplay. So I have it on Switch now, and I'm going to be starting a second job as a farmer, apparently. This game is, I mean, who doesn't know about Stardew Valley? I'm intimidated by this game. I mean, Animal Crossing is kind of like, that's my experience of farming sims and everything like that. This is next level. I mean, there's like, you need like a guidebook to like do anything in this game, I feel like. But luckily my girlfriend has like over 200 hours or something crazy, and she'll help me through all the noob stuff that I gotta do. What else do we have here? Oh, this is a game I've waited for a long time. It was on PC for early access for about a year, maybe a little over a year. And I was just wondering, like, when is it coming to console? What are we doing here? And then the Switch 2 got released, and it was announced as a Switch 2 exclusive. I'm hoping it'll come to PS5, but I didn't want to wait even longer, so I picked up, or I got it as a gift, Hades 2 for Switch 2. I love the original Hades. It was one of my favorite games of that year. I mean, honestly, one of my favorite games ever. Like, I love Hades. And Hades 2 is just as good. I mean, it adds a few things, like you have some magic. It just looks really cool. It's a shame that all Switch 2 games right now have this paragraph of fine print, but hopefully that'll change soon. Definitely recommend this. You get it on PC or whatever. And this also comes with the soundtrack, which I just hid because it has a digital download, and you get a little art book of the characters. Really fun game. Classic, instant classic. Hades 2. We're just gonna breeze by this real quick. I got this game, Block Knockers. It is a puzzle game. It's a match 3 game, and it's pretty silly. Block Knockers. Anyway, moving on to the next one we have. Now this is a game I already got the platinum trophy for. Toem. Pretty cool game. It's like a really short game. It took me 6 hours to get the platinum, and that was with a lot of like kind of lollygagging and going at my own pace. And in this one, you go around and take pictures. People around the town will ask you, oh, I need a picture of or I need to see this, or I need this and this, and you have to go around and you find it. Like you find some monsters, or you find some street art. You find this strange thief that's been like hiding, and you have to like find him. It's a short experience, but it's one that every minute you feel like, yeah, I'm playing a quality game here. It doesn't overstay its welcome either. It's all black and white, but it still feels very vibrant with its personality. Like, it doesn't look like you're reading the newspaper, you know? It's a pretty good game. I do recommend it, especially if you're a physical collector. It comes with little stands, little cardboard stands of all the characters, and it just looks like it's a really nice package. Really easy platinum if you're looking for another plat to get over a weekend or something like that. Speaking of easy platinums, this one's a little bit longer. Bugsnax. This is a really just like fun, innocent, cute little game. You are going around and you're feeding bugs to, what are they called? Like, what are the characters called? I can't remember. They're basically little monsters that eat bugs, and when they eat it, part of their body turns into that little critter. Play as like a little guy, and you go around catching bugs, and all the bugs are like, this one responds well, this one likes ketchup, so maybe you can trap them with ketchup, and then you have your trap, and then you like activate your trap, and then you catch it, but then you have to get there before it opens and he's free. It's really cool. It sounds really, I'm making it sound complicated. It's super simple. About halfway through this, it's kind of just like my downtime, or when I'm away from home, I'll just play it on the Portal. I think it's on Switch as well. But this game has a really cool physical release. The disc is the Homer Simpson donut. It looks really nice. A sticker sheet here comes with a field guide, and then it also, this just fits the vibe perfectly. It came with an activity sheet, a black and white activity sheet, kind of like the restaurants when you get the kids menu. So it's like a spot the difference, a crossword puzzle, a maze, and on the back it's like a coloring sheet. So really cool. I think it would be awesome if they included like a 4-pack of crayons or something. I don't know how that would work. I don't think you could fit crayons in here, and then you'd have to get the big box, and then it adds more cost. But regardless, I think it's kind of funny that a game like this has a better physical release than, say, like, for example, Death Stranding 2, just the disc, which is fine. I mean, you're getting to play the game anyway, but it's really cool when small developers go out of their way to add all these extra little goodies, or publishers. I don't know who makes that decision. Let's see, sticking with that vibe of pretty little wacky, colorful games, Once Upon a Katamari. I love every Katamari game because they're all the same. It's fun to just roll around and let your Katamari grow big. They got rid of the Prince's Bulge. Did anybody else notice they got rid of the Prince's Bulge? I'm not going to expand on that. Anyway, Once Upon a Katamari is kind of a bad name, but it is a cool game. You just go around, you collect crowns to unlock the next levels, and you kind of go through different areas of the world at different time periods. Like, I was collecting dinosaurs. I was rolling up dinosaurs. That was like a crazy, like, oh my god, I thought we were like rolling up thumbtacks like 5 minutes ago, and now I'm getting like a T-Rex in my Katamari. But yeah, really cool game. If you've never played a Katamari, there's like 5 or 6 of them. I think now 3 of them are on modern platforms. So super good game. Definitely recommend if you like that wacky kind of Japanese kind of gameplay. Any Katamari game is good, and this one is also good. Now this next game here is certainly a hidden gem. This is Absalom for PS5. This came out in second half of 2025. This is like a beat 'em up roguelike. It's super cool. The art style is amazing. The whole world is really nice. You have 2 playable characters at the start, and you're gonna unlock more as the game goes on. This is a really, really cool game. If you like roguelikes, then this is one of the top tier ones for sure in recent years. But it's also, if you don't like roguelikes and you like beat 'em ups, you don't feel like you wasted your time when you lose. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's really cool, especially the art style. The art style is one of my favorite things about it. It feels really nice to play. I like playing as the small guy right here. I think he's pretty fun to play with. I like his combat and his moveset. But yeah, this is kind of flew under a lot of radars. I highly recommend this. This actually might be one of my favorite games of 2025. So yeah, check out Absalom. Now, the big one. Baldur's Gate 3 Deluxe Edition. So I made a short about this, going over everything that it comes with, but you get like a paper map, you get a CD soundtrack with 3 CDs, you get a bunch of stickers, you get patches. What else was in there? I don't know, it's playing on screen right now. But I have played about 6 hours of this, and I can tell this is gonna be like this game is gonna be with me for a while. I'm gonna be playing this game probably throughout the entire year. Some people were commenting on, I think it was on TikTok, they were commenting, oh, I have 2,000 hours in this game and I'm still have more to discover. I'm like, I hope I get to that point. I'm usually a kind of guy that gets to the end of the game and then moves on. But this game, I feel like there's something special about it. And even in the first 6 hours, I'm already starting to get that a little bit. I like that everything is customizable. Everything in your character you can customize, their backstory, everything. I like how when you're doing things, I feel like I'm playing pretty straightforward and I need to like get a little smarter, but like you can sneak up on enemies, or you can deceive your enemies. I've done that a couple times, so you don't actually have to fight. You can just use your words and deceive them. So that's pretty cool. You roll the dice and you roll a 15 when you needed a 10, and you're like, yes, like I did it, I critical success. Or like when you get a 20, I don't know, I'm just kind of saying words. It's cool. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Voice acting has been really good. The graphics are actually better than I expected for being like kind of a computer RPG or kind of a top-down view. The cutscenes look really good. I wasn't expecting that. So I don't know if it's gonna top Expedition 33 as my favorite game, but it seems like if there's any other modern game, that's the one to do it. So I rambled for a long ass time. I'm gonna try to cut this video down as much as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you if you stuck around until the end. If you watched all the way here, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. But wait, I have a favor to ask. I'm going to Japan soon. So if you have any suggestions of like Japanese games that weren't released here, or like anything like that for really any PlayStation or Switch, drop a comment below and let me know some recommendations of like your favorite Japanese games, or maybe a game that has a cooler box art in Japan than we got here. You know, I'm trying to build a list of things to look out for when I'm there, to add to the collection. I know I want to get like maybe another Pocket Station, maybe another PSP variant. I got a few games that I want to pick up, but let me know some of your favorite Japanese games. All right, thanks for watching and peace.